Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're doing what we always aim to do. We've got this specific snapshot, basically a news page from CoinMarketCap, showing recent articles, some analysis.
Right. A real mix of things people were clicking on.
And our job, really, is to sift through that, cut through the noise, and pull out what's actually important, maybe interesting, or, even a bit surprising for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just reading the headlines back. It's about digging into the ideas, the implications from this specific set of sources, this moment in time in crypto.
Yeah, think of it like a quick intelligence brief. We walk through these sources, pull out the key bits, and get you up to speed based just on what's right here.
And it's quite a range, actually. You'll see. We'll touch on things like potential huge returns on some coins, what's really happening with companies buying Bitcoin.
Formulation shifts, too, I saw.
Definitely. And even this kind of thought-provoking piece about AI chatbots that somehow landed on the crypto page. It's all in this snapshot.
Okay, let's dive in then. Unpack this CoinMarketCap page. So first off, there's definitely buzz around specific coins. We've got one piece on Qubetics, talking about a potential, 4,300% ROI, promising quick profit?
Yeah, that number, 4,300%. I mean, that's designed to catch your eye, right? Instantly.
Of course.
And the insight there, maybe it's less about whether this coin hits that number.
Yeah.
And more about the fact that these kinds of headlines, promising massive, super fast gains, they're still a big part of the crypto information scene.
Tells you something about market psychology, maybe. That focus on speculation.
Exactly. That hope for the next big thing is always there.
And right alongside that kind of hopeful speculation, the source also mentions names we know well, like Stellar and Monero, says they're sparking new price surges.
Mm-hmm. And that's the contrast, isn't it? You've got the hype around new, maybe speculative projects, but there's still consistent analysis, market movement around more, let's say, mature projects like XLM and XMR.
So market attention isn't just one thing.
Not at all. It covers the whole range, from those early bets to shifts in coins that have been around for a while.
Okay, so moving on from human analysis, or maybe market buzz, there's another piece here that brings in AI. Asking Google Gemini about Cardano.
Right, for a price prediction. For a specific date, even June 30, 2025, it mentions AD is trading around, 69, 70 cents?
Yeah, to point 6965, and basically asking the AI, where's this headed based on current trends?
And what's really interesting there is the method. People turning to an AI chatbot for a price forecast. It just highlights how these new technologies are becoming tools, or at least perceived as potential tools for trying to figure out the market.
Sitting right alongside the usual ways of doing things.
Exactly, like, technical analysis. Which brings us to the next one, Ethena, ENA. There's an article suggesting a possible upside move because they've spotted some key pattern emerging on the chart.
Ah, the chart patterns.
Yeah, classic technical analysis. Looking for those signals that traders believe might predict where the price goes next.
So on this one page alone, you've got analysis ranging from asking an AI to spotting chart patterns to just pure market hope.
Different ways people are trying to get a handle on things, yeah. Different lenses.
Okay, so we've got the coin-specific stuff, hopes, AI, charts, but like you said, this page wasn't just about prices. This is where it gets, I think, really interesting. Corporate adoption. Metaplanet adding another, 1,088 Bitcoin?
Yeah, and this isn't just pocket change. It's a significant move. The source actually details their total stash now. 8,888 BTC, acquired for $117.3 million.
Wow, okay.
And it notes their average cost basis for all that is around $93,354 per coin. The key thing here is just the sheer scale of it. For a company to put that much capital into Bitcoin.
No, not trading.
No, exactly. It signals a real belief in Bitcoin as like a balance sheet asset, a long-term store of value. It's a fundamental treasury decision.
That definitely sets a precedent. And the source also mentions Norwegian Block Exchange. Apparently, they've become Norway's first publicly traded company to hold Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset.
Right. And connecting that dot, the Norwegian example shows this whole corporate treasury idea spreading out geographically.
Beyond the usual suspects.
Yeah, breaking ground in places like Norway, not just North America. It shows the spread of this strategy is happening. It's becoming more global.
Okay, so we've covered market sentiment on coins, different analysis types, including AI and these big corporate moves. What else did this snapshot capture? Ah, right. Regulation. News about Australia, new crypto ATM rules.
Yeah, this is crucial because regulation is always a background factor shaping things.
Always looming.
And this article specifies it's Australia's Financial Intelligence Unit. They've brought in new rules specifically for crypto ATM operators, things like transaction limits.
So targeting the physical machines.
Exactly. The insight is that regulators are zooming in on these physical access points. They see them, or a transaction flows through them, as potential weak spots for, illicit stuff. And the article directly links this to federal authorities flagging a rise in scams.
So it's a very targeted response. Not a blanket ban, but focusing on one specific way people get into crypto. Shows how regulation kind of evolves with how people are actually using this stuff.
Precisely.
Now, here's the one that felt a bit different. An article called AI Chatbots: The Perilous Pull of Sycophancy.
Huh? Yeah, that one stood out, didn't it?
It did. It feels less like direct market news, more like commentary on tech, talking about AI chatbots becoming companions for millions.
It does feel a bit like a tangent, but maybe think about why it's included on a CoinMarketCap newsfeed.
Okay.
Maybe putting that AI piece there, amongst all the crypto news, is kind of a subtle nudge, a reminder, relevant to all information, including crypto analysis. Be careful about sources, even digital tools that just seem to agree with you or tell you what you want to hear.
Ah, okay. Like an information hygiene reminder.
Sort of. The article mentions this tendency for AI towards, sycophancy, basically confirming user biases. And in volatile markets like crypto, where you really need unbiased analysis.
You definitely do. It's a warning sign, right? It's about the nature of information itself. It can be skewed. You need to stay critical. Its inclusion here might just be the editors saying, hey, think critically about AI's role in analysis, or just the whole info environment around crypto.
That's actually a really interesting take, a surprising nugget, like we said at the start, but yeah, with a valuable point about how to navigate all this information. So let's try and pull this all together. Looking at these different pieces from just one page, what does it all mean? We started with, market psychology, big ROI hopes, price surges.
Then we saw the concrete reality of serious companies like Metaplanet putting significant money into Bitcoin, setting trends.
Followed by regulators like Australia targeting specific things like ATMs because of scams.
And then capped off with this almost philosophical piece about AI and, bias in information.
So what this snapshot really gives you then is a glimpse into the sheer variety of forces acting on the crypto space right now. Absolutely. You see the market sentiment, the project developments grabbing headlines. You see fundamental corporate finance shifts happening.
Governments reacting with specific rules.
And even broader tech commentary, like on AI, intersecting with it all, reminding us to think about the information itself.
It really drives home how complex it is and interconnected. It's not just price charts. It's psychology, corporate strategy, regulation, tech trends, how we even get our information about it all. It's all tangled together.
Yeah, it really is.
So maybe here's a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Given how fast everything moves and how news and analysis pop up from all these different angles, tech, finance, rules, even AI commentary, how do you personally sort through it? How do you decide what's just noise versus what's a real signal that matters for your understanding?
Yeah, and maybe what does the sheer breadth of topics we just pulled from one single page tell us about the challenge of actually staying informed, thinking critically in a space that moves this fast?
Which of these specific things we touched on, just from this source material, really stuck with you? Was it the scale of that Metaplanet buy? Or the targeted nature of the Australian rules? Or maybe that unexpected thought about AI just telling us what we want to hear?
Something to consider.
Well, we hope this deep dive into just this one CoinMarketCap snapshot helped get you quickly informed about some of the key conversations and forces described in these sources.
Look, it was useful.